A very good day to you all. My name is Pastor Lawrence Mazenge and welcome to Daily Inspiration. Today we are reading from the book of Genesis chapter 15 verses 19 to 20. The Bible says, "And Joseph said unto them, Fear not, for am I in the place of God? But as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save so much people alive." Our message this morning is titled Strategic Valleys. Ladies and gentlemen, where we have just read, we are seeing the end of the story of the young man Joseph. Now he was an old man in the land of Egypt. Joseph was sold by his brothers. That's how he went to Egypt. And then there was famine in the land where his brothers were, in the land of Canaan. And they had to come to Egypt to look for food. As they were coming to Egypt to look for food, that's when they met Joseph. They had to cut the story short. Joseph exposed himself to his brothers. He told them who he was, for they had forgotten him, but they remembered him. And then the whole family came, and the father came as well. Now this was after the death of the father, and the brothers thought maybe Joseph was going to kill them because he was just waiting for his father to die before he dealt with them for the reason of, for the things that they did unto him. Now in this story, they had just told him that their father told them that they should tell him to forgive them. They were of course lying, because if Jacob wanted to tell Joseph that, he was going to tell him on his face. There was no other time that they remained with the father alone, except when Joseph was there, when they were being blessed. That was the last time they were together. So that was a lie, but they were trying to protect themselves. They thought Joseph was going to try and harm them because they threw him in the valley in his life. But let me tell you something, where we have just read, Joseph is saying unto them, "Fear not, I'm not in the place of God. I'm not in the place of God. I'm not going to deal with you according to the way God will deal with you. You thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." Ladies and gentlemen, if you go down with that verse, Joseph said unto them, "Don't worry, I am going to nourish you." Why was he saying that? He understood that in life you can be thrown into a valley, but not every valley is meant to kill you. Some valleys are strategic valleys, and strategic valleys are meant to move you into the next dimension of your life. You cannot go into the mountain top if you don't go through the valley. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph said dreams. He saw the moon, the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowing down to him. He saw the 11 sheaves bowing down to him. Those were his dreams. He saw the top of the mountain, but he could not go to the top of the mountain unless he had gone through the valley. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have to go through the valley, someone has got to throw you into the valley, because some valleys are scary. Some valleys are unimaginable. You cannot just voluntarily walk in the valley. So the brothers were there to become the enzymes, to become the catalysts that were going to push him into his destiny. Not every valley that you are being thrown into is meant to kill you. Some valleys are meant to protect you. Some valleys are meant to push you to the next level. Some valleys are meant to take you to the mountain top. Some valleys are meant to take you to your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, do not be afraid of the valley. Do not be afraid of those people who are trying to throw you into the valley. Some of them are brothers that are going to push you into the destiny. You don't have the money to go to Egypt, and they are going to provide you with the free transport for you to go to Egypt. You don't have the means to get to Egypt. You don't have the means and the access to Pharaoh. You don't have the means and the access to your governorship chair, and the brothers are pushing you into that chair. Don't worry about people that are throwing you into the valley. The valley is not going to kill you. The valley is the way to the mountain top. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Psalm chapter 23 verse 4 says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. This was the young man David, ladies and gentlemen. He was speaking about his life. He was a young man who walked through the valley of the shadow of death. He was a young man who went through a lot in his life. But then at the end, he was now saying, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Ladies and gentlemen, never go into the valley without God. When you are walking into any valley, make sure that God is with you. When God is with you, His rod and His staff, they are going to comfort you. His rod and His staff, they are going to direct you. When you think the Amalekites are ordinary people, they are the ones that are going to link you into the house of Potiphar. When you think the Potiphar's wife is crazy, her actions are the ones that are going to link you into prison. When you think prison is a dirty place, it is the place that is going to link you into your governorship post. It is the place that is going to link you into the hands of Pharaoh. Ladies and gentlemen, when you think you have seen enough, when you think you have heard enough, then you see your brothers appearing. When your brothers appear, they think you are going to destroy them. But you tell them, my brothers, let me tell you something. The valleys which you threw me into were strategic valleys. They are the ones that brought me here. Now look at me. I am looking after nations. I am a father of many nations. I am a father to my father. I am a father to my brothers. I am a father to my sisters. I am a father to everyone around me. For Pharaoh had said, without you, Joseph, no one is going to lift his foot in Egypt. This is what had happened upon the life of the young man. Let me prophesy upon your life, Mama. That valley that you are going through is a strategic valley. My brother, that valley that you are going through is a strategic valley. My daughter, that valley that you are going through is a strategic valley. Don't worry about the people that threw you into that valley. They are like your Judas Iscariot. He sold Jesus Christ, and when he went unto the cross, he gained the whole world. Not every valley is meant to kill you. The cross was a strategic valley for Jesus Christ. When they were beaten for the gospel, it was a strategic valley for them. They said unto the people that were beating them, what we have heard and what we have seen, we shall not keep quiet. Whatever you are doing, this is a strategic valley. Ladies and gentlemen, when the children of Israel were in Egypt as well, before Moses was raised, they began to be persecuted. And the Bible says the more they were persecuted, the more they increased. That was a strategic valley. Ladies and gentlemen, not every valley you walk into is meant to kill you. Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil, for He is with you. His rod and His staff, they will comfort you. That valley is a strategic valley. Don't be afraid, my brother. Don't be afraid, my sister. Like Joseph, the end of your story shall be greater. For the Bible says, the end of the matter is better than the beginning thereof. Do not be afraid. That valley is not going to kill you. You might be seeing darkness right now, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. You might be seeing darkness right now, but there is light at the end of the valley. You are not going to die, but you are going to be on the top of the mountain. That is the end of your story. God bless you and have a good day.